Welcome, guys. We're jumping into me riding in right now. This is a couple different weekends worth of some hunts thrown in kind of one video. It's my first time editing, so definitely appreciate you guys jumping in. We're going to jump into action right now. I've had 3 does come by this morning. That's about it. It's very quiet. Wind picked up here and there, but it's just super, super quiet. We're going to sit here for a little longer, see what we got. If not, we'll get down, go warm up, and come back out in a little bit. I know it's late season, but moved one of my cameras over here. They're doing a lot of scrapes still back over there, and we got a broken limb where they come in all the time over there. So it's not really to see, where they're coming in and out. I know they're walking through here. This is more of a what's left and if anything's dropped. Look right here, there's a fresh scrape right there on the ground. So they're still chasing down here. So set this camera up, go warm up a little bit. I might move my stand just a smidge over and see what we see tonight. If you listen closely, you can hear all the ambiance of squirrels that need to be taken out. So that is on the checklist for February, to do a little squirrel hunting after deer season. This morning I had a younger buck come in, look about an 8-pointer, really dark, couldn't get it on camera. He busted me about 20 yards. So we're going to set the stand, see if we can get him to come back. He didn't seem like he was too spooked, so hopefully he can come back in here before I get out and go from there. So yeah. As you guys can see around the circle, we got a couple does coming in, and we got one coming off the hill here in just a second. Why this is important is to my left, about 120 yards or so, I have 4 bucks that just came out with 3 other does, and the bucks were sparring a little bit. I got a little bit of pictures of that I'm going to throw in here in a minute. Couldn't get it on camera. It doesn't have the zoom function on this GoPro as far as I know. Very new to it. But they kind of came in down and they walked uphill, so luckily they didn't win me or nothing. It'll lead into the next scenes where you'll start seeing some of the bugs. So let me add those pictures in and continue on the video.
hard to see, but there's 2 bucks down there sparring, and there's 2 bucks further back sparring. I got 4 bucks in front of me.
as of right now in front of me, there is 4 bucks within 45 to 50 yards, and they were getting ready to walk into that thick pines right ahead of me. But I got that grunt call, and that's where they kind of came in. There was 3 smaller ones with the one that the bigger one that's in there. 2 of them came out close to me, about 30 yards. One started walking in the pines, and that's why I started to grunt a little bit, try to get their attention to see if they'll turn around and come this way. And that's when the big bucks started coming back this way. Here in a minute, you'll see a thing where it says 8 minutes later. That's because that tree right in front of me, that buck stood there for 8 minutes and did not move. He was looking around to see what was going on, and then things transpired from there. All right, guys. Not much video after this. Reason why you'll see if I'll slow it down here in a second. The shot was not as good as I wanted it to be. Definitely was back than I wanted it. Jumped down and seen the arrow after about 30 minutes or so. Seen that it had some gut matter on it, definitely some blood. Um, couldn't find much blood when I was tracking him for a minute. Got to the top of the hill, kind of looked down, seen that he was still down there. He jumped up and slowly walked away. Couldn't get a chance at a second shot, so I gave him a couple hours, came back out. Unfortunately, bumped him again. I mean, he was just within 20 yards of me, and he didn't even move. And he just bumped up around. Uh, just hunter errors, we all learn from them. That was one of mine. Definitely should have had a placed a better shot. Um, Waited a couple hours after that. Came out grid searching till dark. Just could not see him, could not find him. I was unfortunately loading up and had a neighbor come out and say, "Hey, I think I found him." Drove across there. Here's a picture of the head. I didn't get any other pictures because he was right next to the road. Just trying to the residents and people that live around that neighborhood and around that area. I did not want to discourage anybody. I just wanted to get him off the road, and that's what we did. Unfortunately, the body was enough to where you question it. And I hate wasting any kind of meat, anything like that. That definitely is not something I want to do. I also like to make quick kill shots if very possible. But that wasn't the case this time. We all slip up, we all make mistakes, we hit a little further back, and I'm happy that I found him. Happy that I got to put a tag on him. Happy to get to do a Euro mount with him here soon. All right, guys. That, like I said, that's the last of the video I had. Obviously, I was grid searching, looking, trying to find blood a couple different times. The outcome, finding him was great. Finding the condition he was in was not great. But we did. We got there. Got some things we had to work on before next year. Definitely a little more shooting with a crossbow needs to happen. A little more sighting in. Good thing is I was able to purchase a compound bow from Bass Pro, so I'm gonna get that sighted in, get back into compound bow hunting. Something I haven't done for a very long time, and I did fall in love with when I was in my early teens. So definitely happy to get back out and shoot some of that. But with this video, I'll show a couple more trail camper pictures. We got a couple bucks still holding, looking good for this year, next year. I'll have them popped up on the screen. Um, but yeah, this is just a passion project, something I've been thinking about doing for a while. I got some family members that we hunt fish with, a couple collaborators I've been talking to. Definitely something just to get out and try. And the video you can see, I'm using a GoPro. It's doing a great job. I need to get something a little better for maybe zoom in, maybe a 360, maybe a couple personal ones. But this is just something we're starting, something cool. I got some few people that might be jumping in and helping. My kids definitely seem interested in doing some of this editing. It's getting out into the woods, possibly doing some hunting themselves. So hopefully we get that. Maybe we'll get some other people in. But mostly, I just appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. Give me some feedback if you do this and you know this stuff really well. You know how to edit better. What kind of programs you use? What cameras you're using? Let me know. I'm just trying to do something fun. Make some good content and just something for you guys to enjoy because I enjoy it myself. But I definitely want to thank you guys for jumping in and watching. And like I said, that whole YouTube stuff, like and subscribe. Definitely would appreciate that. And we got some new stuff coming, so definitely keep it on. Appreciate you.